Hello, parents. I am Ricardo Salgado, Mr. Salgado to your son or daughter. I am a math teacher at Southwest High School. I've been teaching at Southwest for 20 years. But instead of taking this time to talk about myself, you could find all that in the Google Classroom. As a matter of fact, you could find everything in the Google Classroom, all right? So I just wanna show you where you could find all the information that you need. So if we look right here, ask your son or daughter to open up her Google Classroom and you select on the period that she's in or he's in. So like, let's say your son or daughter is in period 2, Algebra 2. When you click on that, you'll be on the stream, and that stream is really just where I post stuff, right? Nothing to do with actual class assignments. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the stream, okay, again, we're on the stream tab, not the classwork tab. We'll get to that in a little while. Right now, the stream tab, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, to the very first stream post that I put, it says right here, we have the Remind app. So if your son or daughter is in period 2, what I recommend for you to do is to send this text message at P2 Salgado 2, all lowercase, no spaces, to the phone number 81010. Okay, that's only if your son or daughter is in period 2. If your son or daughter is in period 3, then you'd have to go to, whichever class your son, just so you go to the class, you scroll all the way down on the stream, and whatever the period that your son or daughter's in, you'll be able to find what message to send. So please send, like if you're in period 3, please send this text message at P3 Salgado 3, all lowercase, no spaces, to the phone number 81010. And what that will do is sign you up for my texting app. You'll be able to text me any time of day or night. So your son or daughter should already have signed up for this. So they could text me any questions of math, any questions of the schedule, of the grades, anything they want. They could talk to me, communicate with me through Remind, through the texting app. They could even text pictures of their math work and send me the work so I could see where they need help. It's a great means of communication. So parents, please go to your son or daughter's classroom and sign up for Remind app, for my Remind app, texting app, so we could communicate. You could send me a question any time of day or night, but if it's late at night, I won't answer it. Till the next morning. You get what I'm saying. But you could text me anytime, all right? So please sign up for Remind. That's the very first thing I want you to do. If you want to know a little bit more about me, I have a video. Let's go to classwork, all right? So on your son or daughter's Google Classroom, we were on the stream. Let's go to classwork. Let me just explain. On the classwork, we have every single day nicely organized according to week. Right now, we are on week 8. And as you can see, there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have the whole week in advance planned out and already posted and everything. Now, the good news is I've been using technology in my classroom for the past 5 years. I've been teaching from my iPad. And the beauty part about that is that I have all my lessons that I've recorded in the past on YouTube. So like, for example, let's click on today's day. Let's see what your son or daughter did today. It has instructions, but you see right here, there's these links, and one of the links is the video lesson for today's day, right? So if you click on it, it'll be a whole video lesson that I actually did in class on a previous school year, right? And we also have the PDFs, the homework assignments attached with the answers, right? So if I click on that, you'll see the blank PDF. So if your son or daughter, if you guys have a printer at home, it's great because you'll be able to print this stuff out. But if you don't have a printer, it's okay. They could sketch it out and take notes in their notebooks. As you can see, we have the notes, we have the note solutions, we have the blank homework, we have the homework with the solutions. So everything that they need is right here on the classwork tab, according to day. So even if your son or daughter is totally lost and behind, let's say they're not understanding what we're doing this week, they could go back to the previous week. They could go back to the previous week before that. Week 6, week 5, week 4, you could go all the way down till the first week of school. And where did I start before week 1? I started with the syllabus. So if you click on the syllabus, parents, you will have the PDF copy of the syllabus. Of course, you could read through that. I'm not gonna waste your time right now. You should have already read through that. Something very important here is the grades. A lot of parents really care about grades, obviously. So as you can see, 70% of the grade is some type of quiz or test. 12% of the grade is the final exam, and 8% of the grade is a midterm exam. 10% of the grade is other. Now I know you're thinking, whoa, wait a minute, 90% of their grade is on some type of quiz or test, or final or midterm? Yes, that's the case. Now some of us are gonna freak out, but hold on a second. You're gonna love this, all right? I give this, like, obviously, this COVID period is puts us in a weird situation. So down here, it says quizzes and tests, important details. Down here it says I give you 2 attempts. So your son or daughter will have 2 attempts, but in reality, I decided to give them 3 attempts. That's right. So we have our week-long lessons. Let me go back to the classwork tab. Okay, hold on one second. I apologize. Here's a classwork tab. Let's go back to last week. Let's talk about what we did last week. So we have Monday, absolute values, Tuesday, vertex, Wednesday, graphing, and then Thursday, it says right here, quiz. So whenever we have a quiz, which is usually gonna be once a week, right? Either quiz or test, it's gonna happen at least once a week. When your son or daughter clicks on it, they're gonna have 2 options to take the quizzes online, mobile version, or take the quizzes web link, right? So if they're on a computer, they click on this one. If they're on their mobile device, they click on this one. And what they do, when they click on it, it starts a live quiz. It is timed, and it's multiple choice or fill in the blank. And when they get a certain question wrong, like when they select the wrong answer, it'll show them that it's wrong for a brief second, okay? And at the end of the first attempt, they might have gotten a C, maybe they got a B minus, but they could take it again. Immediately, right afterwards, they could take it again, right? And they saw the one they got wrong, they should have written it down. So they'll be able to get a better score. Now, what kind of blows my mind is sometimes students take it the first time and they get a C and they're done. They say, I'm satisfied with the C. That's not good enough, right? So I would ask your son or daughter if they've taken all 3 attempts. Now, when I do assign this, I usually give a 24-hour period, sometimes a little bit longer, to take 3 attempts. And of course, like if you read right here in the instructions, it says, let me zoom in. This was on Thursday. Please click the link below your first attempt and do the first attempt during the class period. You'll have a total of 3 attempts, and the deadline to finish all 3 attempts is 11:45 p.m. Friday, which is tomorrow. So I give them over hours to take all 3 attempts, right? Now this will change when we go back to the classroom, obviously. But right now, because of the given situation, they take the quiz. Hopefully they do good. But if they don't get 100%, I want them to take it again so they could get a better grade. And if they don't get 100% the second time, take it again a 3rd time. So they have 3 chances to get the best grade possible. So there are no excuses. If your son or daughter is not doing that great in class, you need to ask them if they are taking advantage of the opportunities that I provide. One little detail, guys, they could retake any quiz or test or have 3 attempts at any quiz or test, but not the midterm, okay? So this Friday, we're gonna have a regular quiz or test. Next Thursday, Friday, we're gonna have a midterm. That's a one-shot deal. It's a benchmark exam for all the high schools in the school district. So they only could take it 1 time and that's it. So hopefully they do great on that, but only 1 attempt on midterms, only 1 attempt on finals. All other quizzes and tests, you could have 3 attempts. If you need anything, please sign up for my Remind app and send me a text message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience with us during this stay-at-home virtual classroom period.